What's up guys, this is JTQ9 of LVT and welcome back to the channel. So in this one here in our final challenge that I actually recently just got because I only got Valiant about 3 or 4 days ago and I finally finished off Necropolis. But in this one here we have the Carina's Challengers, and when I was going through my options there's a couple of ones that I'd seen, like Howard the Duck I heard was pretty good at this. And I was looking at kind of my roster and seeing some options, and like knowing that Moleman is shock immune, I figured, you know what, let's give this a shot and see what happens. I know I won't be able to bleed her to death, but let's see what happens. And it ended up working pretty well in the sense that the entire strategy here was just basically, well, the shock phase was to build up some monster mass and then trigger it so he's frenzy, and then essentially just keep it up the entire time, because when he's in frenzy, you can parry the unblockable and do very little damage. So the way I was able to kind of try to maximize damage to get to the SP3 as fast as possible was not just parry heavy. I was trying to do kind of parry medium to the heavy or parry medium to the SP2 to kind of maximize the damage. Because also too, what would usually typically happen was, is that when it would trigger her regen, it wouldn't necessarily trigger on the hardest hit. And I don't know if there's a direct correlation that, you know, if I did a heavy versus an SP2 where it's doing 20,000 damage versus, you know, 900 or whatever, or sorry, 9,000, if there was a difference in terms of how much regen she was gonna gain on that. But when I was going through it, it became pretty obvious that it was a pretty good tactic, because at the same time when I was pushing her back, it would trigger it. She'd kind of rush in, I'd parry to stop the whatever regen that was still there, and then by then I'd be close to my SP2, which I would try to launch. I was consciously kind of trying to launch it when the when her regen timer wasn't set or reset. So there I trigger it, like as you see the regen timer wasn't there, so she didn't proc anything and kind of did some big damage on that. So the idea here is a very, very simple fight, very straightforward, and that's what why I went with this. The other thing that's kind of nice with Moleman is that basically as his health decreases, I mean, I didn't want to take the shots to the head on purpose, and you know, sitting at 17% health with 30% left, I thought for sure I was going to die and have to restart. But the idea is that he ends up doing more damage the less health he had. So more damage on the heavies, more damage just kind of passively with his SIG ability. So I mean, my Moleman here unfortunately is only rank 4 SIG 40, so I'm not kind of maximizing the full capability of the damage. But for the most part, this fight is really easy. So the kind of some of the mistakes that I had when I was kind of redoing the fight a couple times before I really got just consistent at not missing a parry and taking shots and dying, which is what happens here. But it's a very long fight relative to the Odin fight that I did, and even the Surfer one I did as well. But if you're looking for an easy way to do it, that's kind of how I did it. Got it down, got the objective complete, and we will move on to the next one. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you on that one. Take care, bye.